Subscribe. Or Millennium-Eyes restrict will get you.
And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit. Bomb acquired.
Get over here! Negate! Negate!
Ooh, that's kind of small.
And I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Negate!
Bomb active.
Negate!
Huh?
And now I play the waiting game.
Here we go again.
Negate! Negate! Negate!
We got the bomb.
Skadoosh! Negate! Negate! Negate!
Yoink.
Negate!
I don't think so! Bomb acquired.
Nope.
Bomb acquired.
Negate!
Listen, you've been randomly selected for additional screening.
I'll take the cheeseburger meal.
Would you like to make it an extra large meal?
No.
Negate!
Hey, what's up, Doc?
Negate! Negate!
is immeasurable. And my day is ruined.
This is not right. This is not cool. This is fucking bullshit.
Negate!
Acquired.
Negate! Negate!
Bye! Have a beautiful time!
Negate!
Oh no!
Negate!
What's up guys, Lex here with the deck profile portion of the video. I'm going to be going through each individual card, telling you guys how it works in this deck, how to combo, things like that, their purpose, all that fun stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to quickly go through each individual card and then I'll go and explain each one that might not be as obvious to you guys and what they do in the deck. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the duels and I'm excited to build even more decks, especially given that we just got a bunch of blue eye supports and a whole bunch of new cards to work with. It's going to be an exciting couple weeks here. And hope you guys stick around for the journey. But anyways, let's get to the deck profile here. We of course have all 5 pieces of the Forbidden One. You guys know what those do. You need them for the Millennium-Eyes. We have 2 maxis here. We also have a very important card here in the Dark Hex Sealed Fusion. This is what's going to get our Millennium-Eyes Restrict out and cause a ton of interruption. So what this card does, if you're unfamiliar, it can act as one substitute material for any fusion monster. So in this case, because we're not running a relinquished monster aside from this one, of course, we can make this card be a replacement for that. And obviously we just need one more effect monster on the field, and that's all you really need to get Millennium-Eyes Restrict. So very simple. If you got this in your hand and if you have another Millennium monster on the field, you can make a free negate and steal here. So that's what I found to be the best and most consistent way to get them out. Obviously you're not going to get it every time, but when you do draw it, it's a really, really good card. And obviously given that a Millennium-Eyes Restrict is a Millennium monster, technically it's got a name, it will not be bounced back when you summon your unstoppable Exodia incarnate. So really cool synergy here, and just gives you another negate on the field. Not only that, you can also use it during your opponent's turn. Let's say you add this to the field, you set down your super polymerization. You can use one of their monsters as material, or during your turn as well, of course, just depending when you use it. Next up, we have 3 Ash Blossoms. We know what they do. Free negates on the field. Sometimes that's even enough to win you a game. We have 3 shields, 1 Guardian, 3 Sengens, and 3 Hearts of the Eyes of Blue. So just to make sure you always consistently get a Millennium-Eyes on your hand, because this is going to be your win condition, getting Exodia out. Or worst case scenario, you have a banished Exodia piece, you can use it to get out these guys for free bodies in the field. We also have 1 Wedju Temple. Very good card if you draw. You're not going to draw it every time, so it's not a make or break in this deck, but it does not hurt to get it in your starting hand. Of course, we have super polymerization. Get rid of any monster giving you trouble or just to strip your opponent's combos. Super powerful card. We're definitely going to want 3 of these in our deck. We have 2 Called by the Grades to get rid of any pesky hand traps. Of course, we have 1 Obliterate Blaze. You never know your opponent's going to build a wall. Typically, most Exodia decks don't run this anymore, but for insurance sake, get rid of their back row. Do piercing damage to defense position monsters. This can definitely win you a game. We, of course, do have 2 evenly matched my most recent addition to the deck. Super consistent. If you end up drawing it, let's say you go second, it gets you out of a bind, especially if they have nothing to negate it. As you guys may have seen in the duels, we of course have 2 Exhaust Fires of Rage. We only have 2 here because more than 2 you're not going to need, and if you already used 2, you might have bigger things to worry about, but obviously still winnable. We also have, of course, our Floodgates. We are running 2 Floodgates, not too many, not too little, just enough to give this deck a little bit more power to keep up with the meta, of course. We do have 1 Macrocosmos. Doesn't really affect us if our stuff gets banished, so it does more damage to the opponent rather than yourself. So not a bad card to have here. Same with there can only be 1. Typically, you're not going to have a lot of repeats of monsters. Ironically enough, both Exodia and Millennium-Eyes restrict are spellcaster fusion monsters, so you can't have them both on the field if you activate this trap, but in every other scenario is a very powerful and useful card for sure, if you can get it off. Next up, we have Ancient Statue, which we will search out with our Bunny Rabbit here. Another interruption during your opponent's turn, so pretty good card to have there. Of course, moving on to the extra deck, we have Millennium-Eyes Restrict, the card we're taking a look at here in this video. And it's a very fun card, man. You get it out in the field. Most people aren't prepared for it. I mean, at this point, most people know what it does. But if you can take away one of their starters or one of their crucial engines, whether it's from the graveyard or their field, they can't really recycle that monster back. And if you control on your side of the field, even better. So, very cool card. Awesome that it works with this deck. Awesome that it works with the Millennium archetype. And it makes sense given its name. So, super cool card. Next up here, we have Mudragon, Guru. These are all pretty much super poly targets to cover all the bases and try to get rid of your opponent's field if you have a super poly available to you. These guys cover enough ground to where they'll be targets for sure. Plus, Snake Eyes Doom Dragon is also a very good card to have, given that you're running a ton of monsters that go in the spell and trap zone. So if you're in a sticky situation, you can summon this guy, and it's a very big beat stick at the very least, but it definitely causes some damage in addition to that. Of course, we have the unstoppable Exodia Incarnate. We already know what he does. Big, powerful monster. He's going to close out our games most of the time. If you're in a sticky situation though, we of course have Super Star Slayer Typhoon. You can bounce any of your opponent's big boss monsters back into their deck or extra deck, getting rid of them so they're not in the graveyard and they can't use it as a material, because a lot of big boss monsters do have graveyard effects, so it's a very good card. This card can definitely help with mounting comebacks for sure, as you may have seen in the video as well. But lastly here, we do have SP Little Knight, very consistent, very powerful card. And we do have Underworld Goddess to, get rid of more of their monsters. If you have a ton of bodies in the field but don't have a way to out one of their Giga monsters, this gal's going to help and get you right back in the game. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this little breakdown. I know some of you guys asked for it to get a little bit more insight on how these cards work together and what you're going to expect to do with them. Some of these cards are obvious, of course. Others might be new to you, and obviously it does take me a while to learn new cards as well. No shame in that. However, I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me what you guys think about the duels down below. I did spend a little bit more time editing it. That's why this upload was a little bit later than usual. There's a ton more decks I want to get into in Master Duel. Of course, we had the new Blue Eyes support and new cards that came along with it. Can't wait to make videos on that. But anyways, guys, have a good and safe rest of your day. Consider subscribing if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.